Hey guys, it's Amber and I'm getting started on my day 21 project here. So what I'm going to be working on is telling a story about Christmas music, and I'm using the 10 by 8 paper that has all the tan stars on it, which you'll see here in a little bit. So I'm going to apologize in advance. For some reason, while I was filming two of my videos, my camera was reversed and I filmed about 20 minutes of the ceiling. So I'm really sorry about that. But what I'm doing here is I printed out on my 19 by 13 photo paper 10 3¼ inch squares of digital pattern papers from the main kit, and one I think was Old Basic Gray that I had a digital version of, and a few from the journal and template card set from this year. So what I'm doing is I put my vellum on top of one of the stars on the pattern paper, got it traced out, and then I cut it out, and then I used it to trace onto all the pattern paper there. So as you can see, those are all cut and trimmed. And what I'm doing is I have some Heidi Swapp stamps with some song lyrics on them. So I'm using 3 of those that are like "Have a Holly Jolly Christmas," "It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year," and "Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas." Just to add some variety and some fun around the layout. And then underneath those, because this part of the footage is also going to be cut off, I printed out my songs or the music that I've been really obsessed with onto the vellum sticker paper that I've been using from Mako. So that and the photo paper are both going to be linked in my video profile information, as well as these Heidi Swapp stamps for you. And what that will do is be cut out into this exact same star shape as well. And I'm going to be using some brads to swivel these stars out of the way. So here you can see, unfortunately, I jumped quite a bit ahead, and I've gotten 8 of these already put down. But I'm pretty happy. Not all of them went down perfectly, but I'm pretty happy with how they came out, because you can barely tell they're there. It looks like I printed on the star paper. If you had a digital version, you could do this and it would look really awesome. So now I am adding some numbers just kind of for fun. They're not really, related to anything else, but just to kind of add a little something extra. And then now I'm going to start putting my embellishments down on top of the stars and then punching holes with my paper piercer with the brad. So that red pattern star has a gold chipboard star from Felicity Jane. And I'm using these, it's a set of red and green. I decided to stick with all red for consistency, and the green is really, really bright and doesn't really coordinate with my papers that well, so I stuck with all red. That black pattern paper there has a green wooden star. Now that was from the reprinted kits that were available through HSN from Allie Edwards. So I have one of those on there that I used some red line tape to attach. That green pattern paper is from the digital main kit. That green paper there is also from, actually I think almost all of these are from the main kit, because that's the digital package that I purchased. Yeah, they are. The light green, the black, and the what looks like solid colors in the red, those are all from the journal kit. Every other pattern's from the main kit. So this cork star is from Ellie's Studio, and I picked one with just a simple sentiment, but that also is found in a lot of Christmas words. The other option was merry, but I decided that the joy would be a good one to use. Nice and fun in the middle there. And I'm just using that Cricut tool to help me press the brads down as flat as I can get them so that they're not sticking out in any way. Here I'm using a metal charm. I think it was from the Evenings story kit from Allie. It has like an orange center that I thought would go well with that orange pattern paper. It is self-adhesive, so I'm just applying that to the center. And then there is a white wooden star that's from one of Allie's kits at some point. I'm not sure which. Just something that I had in my stash. So this is a green acrylic star that is from Ellie's Studio, and what I'm doing is I'm attaching it to my 2-inch wide scrapbook.com sticker paper. And what that does is it's essentially like running it through a Xyron machine, because it's going to make the entire thing sticky instead of trying to use another adhesive which would show through. So basically the whole thing is adhesive, so it looks the same. So I'm just going to get that punched through, and I do off camera at the end add a teeny little red star sticker in the middle of that just to give it one little extra something. And then finally we have my red star. So really happy with how that came out. So now I'm getting to work on the die cut. That was one of the add-on options. I'm taking one of the tab stickers from the advent calendar that says Jingle. It was between that and Noel, but I thought that Jingle would be nice to add a little bit more black color to layout. So I had one extra star there that I actually had intended to just kind of decide between, and then thought, hey, this would look great as a background for my 21 because it's white and gold on top of white and gold paper. So I just thought it would help stand out. So I added some adhesive to the back of it, and before I attach it down, I'm going to put the 21 on top. And I'm just using score tape in varying sizes here to attach those down so that they're nice and strong, since these are not in a page protector. So once I have that attached to the star, then I'm going to put the star down. And then I decided to grab one of the older word phrase stickers that just says fa la la la, put that over top. And then now I'm jumping forward to my journaling. So I created an 8x5 pattern, or not pattern, but an 8x5 block. Kind of tried to figure out where the points of the star would be so I could figure out my dimensions. Printed that out on white basil cardstock. It actually came out pretty well. And then I added adhesive all around the outside of the star before mounting one side down. And then once I knew I had it lined up, I held it up to my light. And then I released the rest of the adhesive, and now I'm just trimming that out. Really happy with how that came out. I used a digital word from the Listen story kit that says music. And I'm repunching the holes, which you can't really see here because my punch wouldn't fit. So in an effort to keep that from being too plain, I'm adding a few stickers from this star set that was also from the advent calendar. Just picked kind of one of each color and scattered them around just to give it a little something. And that's going to be that. So I will show you a live look of everything in just a moment. Okay guys, I'm all finished here. Really happy with how this came out. Love the layering on the die cut piece here. I've got this old basic gray paper, then my number, then my sticker, and a little tiny star on top of that. Used one of the tabs from the advent calendar that says Jingle. And I was also very happy with how my journaling came out, because I, basically put it on an 8x5 piece of paper and it centered like I wanted it. So that was awesome. Added a few stickers there from the advent calendar right at the end, as you saw, just to give a little something. And then I love how this came out as well. I love the choice of embellishments. I think that these are going to be really fun to check out, and I'm glad that there's some numbers there as well. I think one of the benefits is that they'll keep this lifted up and a little easier to grab. The stickers didn't go down perfectly, but they went down well enough, so I'm pretty happy with how this came out, and I think it'll be fun and interactive, and once again did a little bit of stash busting. So hope you enjoyed watching this. I'm sorry that a lot of that footage got messed up, and can't wait to keep going and share day 22 with you. Thanks again.